Okay, welcome here to podcast over Chapter 4. Quiz is coming up here. First of all, take a look on your study guide for the solid, liquid, and gas rotations. We start with what is viscosity? It's a liquid's resistance to flowing. You can see here, this is a great picture that shows three differences. So you can see the first one here flows pretty easily, and then as you move to the right, things thicken up, and there is a definite resistance to flowing between the five of them. Which state of matter changes volume easiest? That's going to be gas. The volume can change very quickly. How are the particles in a solid arranged? Packed very closely together. They do vibrate back and forth, but they are packed very closely together. A lot of times you'll even see kind of a line drawn between them to show that they are holding together, so to say. So you can see here in this picture, they're going to be packed together. They do have space, can have space between them. So when you see them, it can have space between them. But they're going to have that little line showing that they are arranged in a pattern. In a liquid, they're going to be moving all around. Might even appear to be packed closer than the particles in a solid, but they do move around freely. So that is a difference. So you'll see movement when you see those. And how are the particles arranged in a gas? And that's going to be spread apart, filling all available space. So there you go. You got your gas, and you can see the arrows here showing movement. So we've got movement here, and then you can see the lines here and here on the sides, along with this showing greater movement. You can see that that's spread out. Next one here, melting ice. Just a couple quick things. What is melting? That's a change in state from a solid to a liquid. What is freezing? And that's going to go from a liquid to a solid. Remember this, melting is absorbing and freezing is releasing that thermal energy, that heat. Boiling water. What is vaporization? Remember, this is the overall term. That's any change in state from a liquid to a gas. And then we've got specifics. We have evaporation, which is just on the surface, and boiling takes place both below and at the surface of a liquid. So it's going to be both. You're going to have the bubbles that are formed. Mythbusters. Switching to the next one here, sublimation. That's when the surface particles of a solid gain enough energy that they can form a gas. So we're going straight from solid to a gas. Condensation. We have the cold glass. Condensation is going to form on the outside when that warm, moist air hits that. And that's a change from a gas to a liquid. There you can see another example there. That would be sublimation, where it's going from solid to a gas. Gas laws. What does Charles's law state? Temperature of a gas at constant pressure is increased, its volume decreases. So the temperature of a gas, when pressure, the constant pressure is increased, its volume will decrease, the amount of space that it takes up. So as you can see here, the amount of space that's taken up, the temperature of a gas at constant pressure is increased, that decreases, or decreases, it's increased. What does Boyle's law state? When the pressure of a gas increases at a constant temperature, its volume decreases. So you can see here as we go through, volume of gas inversely proportional to its pressure. So you can see the opposites here. Again, you can think back, we spent quite a few days here on our gas laws. How does heat affect pressure? Heat increases the speed of the gas particles, which increases the pressure. What happens to the volume of a gas when pressure is increased? When pressure increases, volume decreases. Some practice questions on these pages. And don't forget to also study with your parents. Good luck.